Hello and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. Now, when we last left off, we were just entering this room, and in this room we had to fight two of those caterpillars. Or centipedes, or whatever you want to call them, honestly. I'm not sure what they're called. Oh, also be careful, the webs will tend to bounce you back into the enemies. So if you want to, take a moment to burn some of the webs with the lantern. And there we go. Now that they're defeated, we should be pretty close to the second large lever. Alright, now that we're here, we can push the second lever, but I don't want to just yet, because I don't want to be forced into a boss battle if that's what happens. Because I can't remember if it forces you to do the boss battle once you press the lever or not. But actually what I want to do is go back to the earlier parts of the dungeon real quick, and open up those treasure chests that were covered in ice. Once we do that, we'll come back and fight the boss. Again, we will need to get the lily pad real quick for this. Again, I'm sorry this commentary is so quiet so far, but again, there's nothing really particular to talk about when it comes to this dungeon. So I'm just sort of waiting for when we actually get to the boss. Because after that, we will have a lot to talk about. Alright, so that's the first treasure. The other treasure is... I can't remember if it's either more mysterious shells or a kinstone piece. There we go. What's a kinstone piece? I think that's it for treasures. Right. Alright, so now all I have to do is get back up to the, back upstairs and we'll be able to fight the boss. So what we're gonna do to basically use a shortcut here is we're gonna go to the room with the I think it was the blue portal, and then we'll use it as a shortcut to get to the red portal. And by doing that, we'll be able to basically cut through most of the dungeon again to get to the second lever I need to pull or push or whatever. So yeah, just go on the blue pad. Now I can use the red one. There we go. Alright, now we're going to do what we did earlier, and we're going to make a copy of ourselves so we can push the lever. Alright, now that the lever's been pushed, the whole ceiling's open now, and the element will be revealed. And there we go. It's the water element. Now, we can't simply grab it, it's never that easy. What happens is that giant Octorok starts to thaw out. Now, this Octorok's a little different because it has several different abilities than normal Octorok would have. First off, it has this weird plant and flower on its back. Second off, it has the ability to freeze freeze water it's around. So it can do that as well. But we'll see as we fight it in a moment. Alright. Now the thing with this boss, it isn't too hard. The main thing you have to do is when it shoots rocks at you, you hit them back with your sword. Just do that a couple of times and it'll essentially change forms. See, it freezes over so you can't hit it. And the thing on its tail, essentially the flower, dries up. So light it on fire and then it'll catch on fire. It'll start running around and ramming around the walls randomly, trying to hit you. But you should be fine. But now that it's thawed out, it'll have two different tactics. It'll either spit rocks at you, or try and suck you up into its mouth, and then spit you out. So be careful. Alright, so now that it's done with that again, we just need to hit 3 more of its own rocks back at it, and that should honestly do it. I have a hard time avoiding that suction attack. Oh yeah, also it can turn off the lights, just use your lantern. You'll be able to see. Basically, when it makes it dark, it starts ramming around the room randomly at you, trying to hit you. But, yeah. Not that hard to avoid. One more hit should finish it off. That's it. The giant Octorok, or the Octorok with a flower on its back, is dead. And now we get the water element. Alright, so we have 10 hearts now, so that's half of the heart containers. Again, the most I'll probably get is 15, because I never really focused too much on heart containers. The first time I beat this game, I finished it with 12 heart containers. Ah, now that we've completed the water temple, we meet Gustav, who was a former king of Hyrule centuries ago. Now Gustav is going to basically give us the access to the last element. And he'll help us, but we have to go visit his grave first before he can help us. His grave is all the way up in northwestern Hyrule, but it's before the mountains. Now I'm going to admit right now, I get very lost and I have no idea which way to go to access the mountains. Because I figure it out, but I just get lost for the first half an hour. So as a result, I'm just going around looking for heart pieces, heart containers, fusing kinstones and stuff. So yeah, just to let you know. Also, I check what green kinstones I got with this guy. Unfortunately, I just got more of the kinstones I don't need. Because I need that other type of kinstone. Because most of the kinstones I need to fuse that are green are the type of kinstones that that particular Tingle had, or whatever his name is. But that should be it for now. Oh yeah, I decided to drop by the school, since the schools actually were able to access it now. If I'm correct, you can actually move that statue with a kinstone fusion, or something along those lines later in the game, but I'm not sure how many kinstones you have to fuse, or what type of kinstone you have to fuse in order for that to happen. If you look out here, there's a treasure on top of the roof of the school. Plus, let's see what else. There's that area, that little garden-like area in the back of the school we can go to and get a treasure chest we unlocked with the Kinstone Fusion earlier. Alright, so just flip over the jar with the cane of Pocky, or Posse. No, Pocky. Can't pronounce it right, can I? Never can. Anyway, so yeah, you can't get through here on this side. We'll need to go back in, but for now, let's go over here. And over here will be that treasure chest we unlocked earlier with the Kinstone Fusion. And if you go further up, you see we need all elements before we can access that part. But up there's a heart piece and 2 more treasure chests, I think. Anyway, go over to the other side of the classroom, exit out over here, climb up, and then you can get the treasure chest. I can't remember if the treasure chest contains rupees or another kinstone. It's a kinstone. Alright. Because again, gold treasure chests usually either contain red kinstones or rupees. And again, I have a lot of red kinstones now, and I have no idea where to fuse them. At least for the moment. Alright, now that we're in Hyrule Castle Garden, if you go up here, you can see guards are blocking the way. And we can't go and see the king now because, of course, he's possessed by Vadi. We can't go and see him because the guards are being... well, they're just doing their job, but still, they're being jerks to the person who is supposed to actually save the king's daughter. Also be careful, that's the golden snake, because it moves real fast. But if you kill it, you get a ton of rupees. Now down this ladder is another Swift Blade. This Swift Blade will teach you, I think, the Sword Beam. There's also a few other Swift Blades, but we'll have to wait on that. You can ram this tree and create another Minish portal, which you can use to access the Minish house in the upper right corner. If you go down in the pond we uncovered earlier, we'll get a piece of heart. The garden we actually need to go to get to the Elemental Sanctuary is on the left side, but I'll get to that in a minute. I just want to make sure I have things covered here in this part of the game. Because why not? We're here, why not just take care of it now? Now, fusing kinstones, which is what I forgot, they actually fixed these trees, that's what I forgot. But I don't think there's anything we can do in that area right now, so it's sort of useless for now.